Welcome back to the Charismatic Voice. It is the season of mass population manipulation. Advertisements everywhere. Buy this. If you buy that, your loved one will think that you love them more. And I am 100% guilty on both ends, advertising and consuming. I am a walking model for our totally dope new merch. And if I buy that thing, will my baby think that I love him more? I think we all need to take a moment to pause and introspect and listen to Hypnotize. Just reading these lyrics, I feel like System of a Down is about to rip a new hole in reality. So let's get to it. Rumble. I think that's fire retardant. This is one of the most simple entries I think I've heard in a System of a Down song. And yet there's a sort of anticipatory hollowness in it. It's surprising. It feels somehow like a little lost at times. And that's maybe just because I've read the lyrics ahead of time and I feel like I have an idea of what to expect. Then again, System of a Down always just shatters any sort of expectations that I have. And maybe it's this sort of empty city with the I think it was fire retardant coming down from the helicopters there. It feels ominous. I'm going to go back to the beginning. There were a couple specific pitches in the instrumental as well that I want to point out. That rumble. You hear that often, and then a big silence right before horrible moments in movies. Very minor key that they've chosen immediately. And right there's this like more major look, but then you also have Chavo's just like hanging out on the same pitch there the whole time, which builds up even more anticipation. That's major. Still major? Like happy for a bit. And then it switches to minor right there. Dun, dun, dee, dee, dee. Right at that moment, that's where we switched to minor, and it just suddenly felt like something twisted in a different direction, like you saw a different presentation of something that looked so pretty at first. Wow. I love the way we got some Darren singing right away. Of course, we have Serj as well. And it was just nice to get that trade-off from the beginning. And Darren going up was like very powerful. And it got to like a sort of like squealo kind of tone we went up as well. Serj's voice, the timbre, just always, it always feels haunting, so full of emotion. I don't know. I can't explain in words. I've tried many times, many different analyses of System of a Down can be found on this channel. I've tried to explain why Serj's tone hits my heart so quickly. I don't, in the end, it is just magic. But yeah, there are lots of like scientific reasons that kind of like add up towards that. That being said, the thing that just rips my heart out right now is they're talking about this massacre, and it has a sort of cheery face that's presented in the musical harmony. Right? That's major. And even in the tone quality that he's using here, there's a smile behind it, a sort of pleasantness to it. Like fashion is just a pleasant subject, perhaps. Oh my word. Their music is so compact, and like there's so many little things that happen in a short time frame that it's like it makes my brain start to explode, and then as one part is starting to explode, like another part just goes, and it's like by the time I get to what we're a minute and a half into the song, I feel like I've already had a fireworks finale go off in my head. Brilliant composition. There are moments when there is a phrase that feels like it wants to finish and the music cuts in. So it leaves us hanging, like we're really missing some part of the equation, which I think is very, very intentional. The thing that I also just like loved was there was just this parallel octaves that was happening between Darren and Serj. And it works so well in their voices. Oh, the vocal nerd in me is so satisfied already. Okay, back a little bit, a little more. Nice top. It sounds pleasant, right? That moment where they're in parallel octaves descending, that is so powerful. And it has that hint of like doom to come just a little bit in there. It's a hint. Okay. That. Wait, did somebody just like do a cartwheel crowd writing in the audience? That looks fun. Wait, did that really happen? Wow. It's just so fascinating when you compare these words with the music that they're writing here. Like they are playing with like this major and minor idea. There's simplicity and complexity that they're playing with, and a lot of times they're doing something that's simple musically to describe something that is extremely complicated in the lyrics, creating this dichotomy of ideas that's just fascinating. She's scared that I will take her away from there. Dreams of her country, left with known there. These are deep, like very potentially painful lyrics. And the lightness that Serj delivers those with, like it's like mind boggling. Okay, back a little again. This ascent that we are hearing Darren do a few different times, it's put together with words like propaganda leaves us blinded. It's very simple in melodic structure. It's just like this, like sort of like stepwise motion. It's just like a little stare up and down in the melody. And the rhythm is extremely simple as well. It just feels like propaganda, right? There's something that's too simple and too appealing about it. It leaves you twisted inside. Wow. Okay. I'm really excited about this song. Let's keep going. I'm just sitting in my car and so waiting for my girl. I'm just sitting in my car and waiting for my girl. Whoa. I love the blend of their voices there, the way that they seem to like form their resonators a little closer. Like, so you got this sort of beautiful symbiotic resonance. It's just like, it was yummy and it synced in at one point. I love that kind of sound. When you find a duet partner live that can do that with you, it is one of the most incredible experiences because you've adjusted just a few different things essentially in your vocal tract to make the resonance in both tracks similar. And then you sing together and it can feel like there's like extra overtones all around you and just like make your face shake with the resonance. It's insane. Anyhow, it sounds like they hooked into that kind of resonance together right there. And if you ever experience live what I just talked about, you know it's just one of the most magical things in the world. Also, those harmonies are just so open and they feel a little funky, partly because they're going to like a slightly different set of harmonic development. Like this isn't our straight up European, like typical Western harmony development. We've got a little bit of Eastern influence in here that makes it feel just a little exotic. And I love that. I love the way that they've incorporated that into very contemporary music. I also love the drum kit. Wow. And they're just going to repeat this over and over. I think there's so many possible ways that we could interpret these lines. I'm just sitting in my car and waiting for my girl. Like, I have so many different possibilities that go in my head here. Is this somebody that was waiting for a person at Tiananmen Square, for example? That's like a very dark one, right? Is this somebody who's just sitting in their car and letting life pass them by? Is this somebody who wants to get a gift for their girl? Or, is this somebody who's listening to all kinds of advertisements on the radio? There's so many possibilities here. I want to know what your mind is going through with this line because it's repeated over and over and over. I think it's very purposefully left open to that kind of interpretation. What's happening here? Propaganda leaves us blinded was the last line before we started repeating this. So is it propaganda saying you should have a nice car and a nice partner, and that's going to make you happy in life? I don't know. I want to hear your interpretation of that. If you're with me in the live premiere, please let me know. And if you're not there, go ahead and leave a comment about that. I love reading your comments. So please put that down there. I will see it. I'm going to go back just a little bit. It feels hypnotizing. This feels like so profoundly sad at the end. Still waiting for this girl to show up, I guess. It feels so sad. It's shocking how expression of music can switch how a phrase evolves in my mind. Wow, I feel flabbergasted. Really cool ornamentation there. Oh, there's the art. Whoa. I don't know what that symbol is. It's half covered. I don't know how it is that System of a Down just hits me every time. This is one of the groups that I've continually gone into over and over on the channel, done more and more deep dives. And that's because I think their music is so profound. I think that their singing has got so many different layers of emotions, and it also has a certain exotic quality and different background that I find just so intriguing and attractive. And I want to hear so much more of their music still. If you want to go check out some more of their songs and analyze them with me, I'll put up a playlist over here of other ones that I've gone to, but there'll still be much more to come. So leave a comment for me down below saying which one you would like for me to do next after you've gone through all of those. And may you fall more in love with music every day.